morning everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Lincolnshire. Hopefully soon I can welcome you from outside with lovely sunshine, and just can't wait for that to happen. And today I'm coming to you with my weekly update for the weigh-in. So I went for a weigh-in obviously on Saturday, didn't have a moment to update you. Today is Wednesday morning, and just wanted to say I have lost in the last week 4.5 pounds, which is really good. Don't worry, I'm gonna add a photo of this. So yeah, we went down from 12 stone 2.5 pounds to 11 stone and 12 pounds. It's so nice always to see a new number. I mean, that number I've been like going around for like a year now, pretty much. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I feel I've got this right now. I am going to see my family in Poland end of January, but it's just like 3 days, so can't possibly undo the whole month of effort in 3 days. Well, knowing me, hopefully not. So apart from that, I don't anticipate for a while on any big occasions where I can put loads of weight on. So I'm gonna try my best. So I had to pause because I've had a delivery. But yeah, apart from my weigh-in, which is amazing, first week 4.5 pounds lost. This week I have no idea what's going to happen. I've tried not to weigh myself, and I obviously did weigh myself. And it was kind of stuck for about 2 days. I did have a little bit of a cheat Saturday, I'm not gonna lie. Food wasn't bad. I had some prawns and like butter beans, bottled of wine, and a little bit of dessert. And after that, no, I've been actually pretty good. Oh yes, completely forgot. Went to a farm shop, had a fish and chips and a burger. I had half and a half of dinner. That was nice. I have no regrets. As long as I can stick to having something naughty on just Saturday, I know I'll be fine. I feel like we do need that, so just choose better options. I think if you want to have sweets, just have something you really want to have, and just don't compromise. Go for good quality, go for things that you really enjoy, and that's it. I think that's the way. I think that's what I used to do last year, the previous year, when I was pretty successful with my weight loss. So I cannot just keep going on a total 0 calorie thing, you know, not having sweets, not having things I enjoy, because if I stop or I pause, it will be devastating in results. So have to do everything a balanced way, everything in moderation. I know it's so freaking difficult to follow that, you know, everything in moderation. I'm completely opposite to it. I go all out when I'm out. And my way of managing this is actually containing it to one Saturday of the week, instead of doing little bits every day. I still have things, you know, like low calorie bars and like high protein yogurts and things like this, but I try to stay away from anything high sin, high calorific throughout the week. And today I'm gonna show you my super easy bread that I have with my eggs in the morning, or in the afternoon in my case, and it's basically made out of 3 ingredients. That's it. That's it. So on Slim in the World, we have something called Healthy Choice B and Healthy Choice A. Healthy Choice B is your bread. It can be, I don't know, dried fruits. It can be like fruit in a can, things like this that you can use. So you get an allowance, and normally it's about 2 slices of wholemeal bread, or you can use it for your cereal, like 40 grams of cereal. I think there's one which is Kellogg's All Brown one, which you can have 50 grams or 55 grams, something like that, so that you can have as your allowance a day, and that doesn't count as your sins. So I don't actually currently have bread, and I don't particularly like wholemeal bread in the shop. There's few exceptions. I think I quite like Sainsbury one. I bought once, which is from the bakery in store. I've never actually had Waitrose one, believe it or not. I've never had it. That normally has the one with seeds, which is okay, but I find it a little bit sweeter. You know, that Hovis one, seven super seeds, something like that. I find it a little bit sweet, so for me with eggs it just doesn't go, but it does go if I want to have jam on toast. So anyway, I'm gonna make super simple bread made out of 3 ingredients, and as I mentioned, healthy choice B. So I normally go for my healthy choice B either for bread or oats, because out of oats you can make donuts, you can make bread, you can make porridge, you can make, it's just so versatile. So here I've blitzed 4 healthy choices B. So 4 times 40 grams, 160 grams of oats. So I'm gonna put that into a bowl. So 160 grams of oats. And to this, I'm gonna add exactly the same amount of high protein yogurt from Lidl. So I want 160 grams of yogurt. So it doesn't matter whether you want to do, you know, one healthy choice B, you know, bread. Obviously there's no point really making 40 grams of oats, so you want to make the bread for at least a few days. For me it's probably gonna last a bit longer than 4 days, but that's fine. Okay, I've had exactly 160 grams of yogurt left. Now to this I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of baking soda. I've had just a big spoon on me, so I've used a little bit of that, but I know it's about half a teaspoon. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. So I am not actually counting baking soda and salt as my ingredients, but yeah, you can if you want to count it. Then it's 5 ingredients, and our last ingredient is basically just 1 egg. You can add 2, but no, I think it's 1 egg is more than enough. Well, and that's it. You just basically put it in a baking tin. I used to have this really cute mini loaf tin, and I just can't bloody find it. I have no idea what I've done with it. It's not in my cupboard with all the baking tins, so I'm gonna use this mini cake tin today, which is not ideal because I wanted to show you how I'm gonna, like, you know, slice the bread and what it's gonna look like. Never mind. And that is it. I'm just gonna wash my hands because I'm gonna use my hands to put it in. Okay, so just wash my hands so I can put it all in. I don't really spray the baking tin. You can if you want to. You can add the paper. No, I don't really feel any need of that. That's what it looks like. So it's not a runny texture at all. It's kind of like this. I'm just gonna flatten it so it kind of gets one shape. Do you know what? I thought about it. Because it's got a texture like this, I could really form a little loaf thing myself anyway. So let me try that. It's a bit sticky, obviously. Oh, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of seeds on top. And I know that's bad, but I'm not going to count it. That's it. So just mixed seeds and just like a little bit of that. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle with a bit more sea salt. And that is it. Just gonna pop it in for 30 to 35 minutes in the oven, and I'll show you the result. So I've got another 15 minutes before my bread is made. I thought I'm gonna show you my parcel from Too Good To Go. I don't know if you know, but they started doing parcels, so Too Good To Go. I think they started like 2-3 years ago, something like this. And the whole concept was about no waste food. So in bigger cities, which I'm not in, they do things like, I don't know, Greg's, McDonald's, Costa, like all these big chains, supermarkets. They will show you on the app that, for example, for £3 you can get something which is worth £15, but it is expiring today, or it's expiring in the next few days, like from the shops. So I've tried it 1 or 2 times from the shops. It wasn't great because you never really know what you're gonna get. So from the shop it tends to, like, at least in my case, it was a lot of bread, sausages, or things that I don't particularly want to eat right now, like cake and, you know, I mean, great, but not particularly great for my diet right now. However, I've noticed when I went on the app the other day, they've started doing parcels as well, so, which is much better, because this way I can actually get something, because I've got just like maybe a little Co-op and then Spar near in another town. Sometimes there is a sushi from Tesco. Yeah, there's some good stuff, so have a look on that website, because firstly it's a lot cheaper, secondly you're contributing to not actually wasting food. 12 or 13 years ago when I was working at Lidl, I remember that at about 8 o'clock, or like an hour before we used to close, we would just throw all of the bread. We weren't allowed to take it home, give it to someone. It was just being put in the bins, and that's it. And I used to break my heart, honestly. Like, not just those beautiful croissants that were left, but in general, bread and a lot of food that someone else could have been really happy with, you know. Yeah, so that was terrible. That used to break my heart. It's pretty much the same with, like, I don't know, in any other restaurant chain, you know, if there is a big hotel. I know hotels, they actually work with charities. In another job I used to do, we used to organize events like around the world, and and I remember the hotels used to tell us that they will actually give it to either like charity or give it to foster homes, places like this. So all the food that was left wouldn't be wasted by the hotels. It's normally well arranged with the hotels. So anyway, going back to before my bread is actually made, now it's 10 minutes. I ordered the parcel from Too Good To Go, which is the skinny food company. You must have heard about them. They do sauces, they do I think they do bars, they definitely do syrups. I used to buy their syrups a lot, like the maple syrup one, the 0-calorie syrups. So they are called virtually 0 calories. So they do now chip shop curry sauce. Honestly, I have never had fish and chips with the curry sauce, and I'm planning to have my first ever chips, Slim and Well chips, this week with some chip shop curry sauce. So I'm gonna try it and tell you what I thought about it. But like I said, I've never had the original version of it, so I have no idea what it's gonna be like. Then they've also had, oh yeah, by the way, the price for it. So the parcel is worth £41. It is expiring soon. However, you pay just £9.99 with the delivery. That's it. So you're getting stuff worth over 40 quid, but you're paying £9.99, which I think is great. So just to test things, you know, if you're gonna like it or not. And it says, come on, like, I'm gonna keep it in the fridge past the delivery. It's fine. I'm sure I'll be fine. So next one we've got is garlic and herb. So I'm gonna try it with salad, maybe later. And they are all gluten-free, fat-free, zero dairy, vegan-friendly, sugar-free, no added sugar. And they have 1 calorie per 10 ml serving. And per 100 ml, it is 13 calories. So there is obviously no other sauce out there which is like that. And it's mainly made out of water, citrus fiber, salt, acidity regulator, stabilizer, mixed herbs, flavoring, preservatives. It's not yet time. Anyway, my lunch now. Sweetener. That's it. Okay, next one. So we got 2 of them cheap shop curry sauces in that pack. Got the garlic and herb. Then the next one is Southwest sauce that I am interested in because I like sandwiches and that. Like when I go to Subway, I always have the Southwest sauce. Next one is interesting. So I didn't know they do that. They do cocktail mixes, and that one is pina colada. And again, this one is literally 2 calories per 75 ml serving. Yeah. So I'm gonna try this. Like see if we can make maybe like a nice cocktail which is like alcohol free. That'd be quite cool. I've never done that before, but I'm gonna see what it's like. Then I got 2 smooth peanut butter, and by the way, I have tried one of those. So I've added to a milkshake. I don't like milkshakes, but my husband does, so I've added it for my husband's milkshake. So as I was saying, the smooth peanut butter, 0 palm oil one, they call it, 99% roasted peanuts. It's got 99% peanuts, then cookie dough flavoring, 0.2% salt, and sweetener sucralose. Now, I've tried it and I hated it on its own. I wouldn't put it on a slice of bread. I would probably, as I'm not gonna obviously waste it, but I would probably put it into something, like if I was making, I don't know, peanut butter cookies or something like this. Or even, oh yeah, I was just going to say, I use peanut butter a lot in salads, like Thai salad. But you can't really, because that's already sweetened with something. It just got a weird flavor. I'll show you which one I love. The absolute best peanut butter ever on this planet is this one. Honestly, trust me, it's just freaking out. This is so good. And that one has, again, no palm oil, no added sugar, highly oleic peanuts, which I think makes a huge difference, sea salt, and that's it. 2 ingredients, salt and peanuts, but some really good quality peanuts. And this one is basically deep roast. It's crunchy. I love that. So good. So have that, count it as your sins, count it as your calories, because honestly, trust me, like this one, it's still peanuts, so obviously it's gonna be full of fat and all this, and it's got 94 calories per 15 gram serving. Now this one has got 92.9 calories per 15 gram serving. So any freaking day, I'm gonna have this proper thing over this. Don't have this. This is not an advertisement. This is my honest opinion. I'm not saying like Skinny Food Company has bad stuff. I just particularly don't think they should be doing peanut butter. That's it. Everything else till now I really liked, especially their syrups. Now, next thing is something I quite liked. I really liked it. This was so good actually. This is the Skinny Chocoholic Spread. 92% less sugar. Again, no palm oil, which remember, Nutella has shitloads of palm oil. And the difference between this and Nutella is that this has 26 calories in a teaspoon. Now I need to check how many calories is in Nutella, because I'm pretty sure there is 85 calories in a tablespoon, but not the teaspoon. So I'm gonna check that out. And I think 26 calories per 1 teaspoon is pretty good, because I would probably put 2 teaspoons on my bread, on my slice of bread, and that would be it. And I'm also thinking, what I used to make in the past were donuts, like, you know, the ones made with oats. So I think I'm gonna try and make these again with my chocolate spread. So try it how it is. And this one has 10% of hazelnuts, and the first ingredient on it is the sweetener, which is the maltitol. Obviously you would try not to have too many of these, but I feel 26 calories per teaspoon is pretty good. Yeah. In terms of fat, it's got 2 grams of fat, which is quite a lot in a teaspoon, but it's a chocolate spread. What do you expect? It's not gonna taste good if you're not gonna add fat. And the fats here are vegetable fats, rapeseed oil, and shea butter. Okay, next thing we've got on the list is we got 2 of them little flavoring syrups. They are concentrated, that's why they're very little. And the first one is barista gingerbread flavor. Yeah, that one you can add to your coffee, but not necessarily, because oh, that's it, bread's done. Gonna get it out in a sec. Not necessarily just for the coffee. Like, I don't actually like flavored coffees. However, I know I'm gonna use it just like I use my protein drops. So you can potentially add it to like your pancakes batter, you can add it to like your fat-free yogurts, you know, to my protein yogurt. And then the other flavor is cinnamon one. So yeah, totally, you can just make like, I don't know, pancakes, like cinnamon pancakes, you know, or like even those donuts. So I will definitely use it as a basically sweetening agent for my desserts. We just have to figure out how concentrated it is and how sweet it makes things. They are recommending to like use 2 ml at once, and this bottle has, I assume, 60 ml, so 120 uses in that little bottle. Yeah, so I'm gonna test it out and see how it is. And do you want to see the bread? Okay, so this is my essentially 30 minutes bread. I'll show you from another angle and I'll show you when it's cut. And I've already boiled my eggs to have with it, so I'm gonna just maybe have a little bit of salad, 2-3 slices of bread. Yeah, that's what I normally do. So I'm gonna cut it and calculate how many pieces I've got. So technically speaking, if we've got 4 healthy choices B, I'm gonna divide it into 4, and then equivalents of 4. So if we can cut it into like 12, then that means we can have 3 slices a day. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so I'm gonna have 3 slices with my 3 eggs today, and some salad. And that's what my bread looks like when you cut it. So these are not big slices, but I really like it, honestly, and it's very, very filling. So I'm gonna have 3 of them little slices with my eggs now. So that's my lunch ready. 3 eggs. I've overboiled them today, but never mind. Some salad, and that's my homemade bread with a little bit of spreadable, seriously strong cheese. Well, this was a lovely breakfast brunch, and I love that bread so much, honestly. I know you may think that you can get like a better option, like bigger slices, instead of something like this, but it's a very crispy one and it's super filling. Obviously it doesn't have like loads of things to make it bigger. It doesn't have any added fat, it's high in protein, so I really think you can't go wrong with something like this, and that's like my kind of thing. I like it. So thanks for today, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you on Saturday after my group, tell you how I went this week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be a good result again. As long as we're losing some weight, it doesn't matter, because I'm not expecting I'm going to be losing 4.5 pounds every week, but it would be quite nice considering we've had a gain of 12.5 before. So yeah, either way, I'm going to continue. I'm very motivated by good results, so hopefully they will keep coming. I wish you all the best and all the good luck if you are on your weight loss journey, or whatever journey you're doing right now. Fingers crossed for all of us, and have an amazing day. Bye.